Well, it's October 1st, and if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you know that means I need to look myself in the mirror and share with you two different presentations. The first is one I've been doing now for about 18 months. It's kind of my goals. I break them down. I will share those with you momentarily. I shared the tracking spreadsheet. We go through each number, and I kind of summarize what I thought of September. I think goals are important. I have been in a sales, I don't know, role for the better part of 20 years that was always either 30-day or 90-day cycles. So it's just kind of how I operate. I believe goals are important if you're a new investor because you need to set things that feel a little uncomfortable but doable. Maybe it's, look at a couple of houses. Maybe it's talk to a general contractor. Maybe it's buy my course and do, step one or step two, right? There's about 8 or 9 hours of content. So maybe it's just get the course, do step one, then step two, right? Because you have to learn your market. You have to learn how to compare deals if you're new, right? If you've been in the game a while, maybe it's, did you buy a house this month or this quarter? So I think goals are important. I like to lead by example. So I will share with you what I'm doing. And then something else I'll do right after this video is I take a look at the one rental at a time, I don't know, brand message, and share with you some interesting metrics about that. But first, let's talk about my goals and how we did in September. So to do that, we will go here and we will get started. Okay, so for September, again, if you go back, you can see that I set up some goals in January. I evaluated in early July. How do I feel? Do I want to change? And we've been tracking these. If you're watching these, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Again, remember we do daily content on this channel, so subscribing, getting those little alarm bells or whatever would be great. Like the videos, and of course, leave a comment. In this particular video, I'd love to hear with you a goal that you have for the last quarter, right? We have October, November, and December left of 2019. What are you going to get done? What are you going to do between now and the end of the year? Leave it in the comments, and I'll try to follow up with you and see how you did. Okay, so let's get started. Let me just build this out. So how I chose to break up my goals actually all year was I had a family goal. I had health, right? Because health is important. I had a goal for my buy and hold portfolio, which I actually changed. I had a unit count in the beginning of the year, and now I switched that to cash flow because cash flow is far more important than the vanity metrics of units. Have a number for our flips, paid events, what we're doing to help others, our private Facebook group, and then this YouTube channel I have some goals for. So we will break these down. I just built these tracking spreadsheets. And again, I report them back to you every month, usually on the 1st or the 2nd. You will see these videos, and I think I have a playlist where I believe I've added them all. I might have missed one or two, but they're all there. So this is how we did. We'll leave July and August because if you wanted to see how that was in the breakdown of those, you can go back and look. But for our trips, we have successfully taken one trip a month the last 3 months, which has been pretty awesome. And we actually have 2 trips scheduled for October. So looks like we are going to blow this one out. I do not think we have any plans for November and December yet. I could be wrong. Olivia may watch this and correct me later, but I don't think we do. So looks like we will exceed that goal, which is pretty awesome. 30 minutes of activity. I was really good through the first three and a half weeks of September. I have since hurt my shoulder. I'm not even sure how. It's just painful, but I am walking. It's about the only thing I can do because even running jars it and it hurts. So just had some x-rays done, so we'll see if there's anything structurally wrong there. But I'm doing pretty good there. My big problem is diet. If I'm going to get serious about losing weight, I've got to tighten up my diet because right now I'm on a seafood diet, which means if I see it, I eat it, which is really bad. Increasing cash flow is good. The office is up and running now, and I'm going to peg that at a measly $250 a month. It's not meant to be a cash flow generator for me. It's meant to generate deals, which we'll see below. But I think it will produce just a little bit of cash flow every month because it is full. And actually, I'm even paying rent on my office, right? because I have it in a separate LLC. So I'm even paying rent into that. We did only complete one flip in September. A second one was scheduled to close, but something happened in the paperwork, so we're looking to close that in later October. I suspect we'll close at least 3 in October, if not 4, but certainly 3 in October, which will be good. And then we will get to set up November and December. We'll see what we are doing there. Paid events, nothing yet, but we actually take off Thursday for one, and then the following Wednesday for another. So we will be putting a 2 in that column for October very soon for paid events. We did open the Fresno office. I call it a soft opening. People have moved in. I believe everybody's moved in. We may have one that's still waiting for today to move in, October 1st. I do have some things on the outside that still need to be done before we do a grand opening, which I fully intend to do. I'm going to guess that'll be in November. I got to get the professional sign made. I got to put in sod. I got to dress up the front window, add some more furniture. Silly things expensive, right? I probably still have another 10 grand to spend to make it right, but it's going to be a core part of the one rental at a time story. So I got to do it. The office, I originally had 20 opportunities generated for the team, meaning the 9 companies or 8 companies in there. It's too hard for me to track that because I don't want to get into people's business. So probably next year I'll just make this a goal for me, right? I hope the office generates me business. And I'm happy to say it did. It generated me 2 deals in September. 2 of the entrepreneurs found opportunities where they wanted to, one was a wholesale deal and one was a partner deal. So we did those. The office is not yet featured in the media. It's totally okay with me. It still has an ugly sign in front. The grass is dead. So hopefully that happens probably November or December would be pretty cool. Students closing properties, just tough to follow. I know people are making offers. The private Facebook group is growing, but it's really tough for me to track offers unless they just tell me. So it's kind of a squishy metric. That's probably not the great idea. Daily content, certainly hitting every day. I bet you I average 2, if not 3 videos a day, which is a lot of fun. And we finally broke loose from subscriber growth. We were actually trailing down. And then actually in the last week or so, we've seen some growth, just over 500. So 504 new members, new subscribers to our channel, which I am greatly appreciative. And I think that's really all of you just sending it out. One of the things I've seen is many of you have lots of followers on your Instagram or your YouTube account. So do me a favor, take a picture of my home screen, send it out to your followers on Instagram and ask them to join the One Rental at a Time YouTube channel. That would be wonderful. I know a couple of folks that have 10 and 15,000 Instagram accounts did just that, and we saw an uptick. So I appreciate what everybody's doing to help because this definitely is a team effort, and many of you are helping us grow the channel. I just want to thank you for that. So my thoughts on September is, yes, we opened the office. All right, the One Rental at a Time office on Van Ness in Fresno is open. It is true, it's just a soft opening. We will do a grand opening. I will announce it on here. We'll probably have a barbecue of some kind. It will be on the weekend, so it'll be easier for people from the Bay Area to get there, but it's going to be fun. Again, I'm going to guess it'll be sometime between the 1st of November and the 15th. I've got to get the sign done. I've got to get the yard looking right. If I'm only going to do one open house, so let's make it look good. We did increase cash flow, right? The goal was $1,500 for the last 6 months, or the last 6 months of the year. We're currently sitting at about 1,000. Some of that was debt pay down and some of that was cash flow addition. So very proud of that. We did complete one flip in September. One slipped to early October, which will probably be the 9th or so. And I'm guessing we'll have 3 close in October. Every project that we have in the pipeline is sold. We have a couple of 1-bedroom, 1-bath houses that people have signed up for. We have a couple of 3-bedroom, 1-baths that someone has signed up for. He's actually buying both. And it's just working, right? When people are getting the value of one rental at a time, they're seeing the stories of other people have bought them, and they're tapping me on the shoulder and saying, hey, when you get the next one, call me, I'm ready. So if you would like to be a part of this, first, go look at all our walkthrough videos. I videotape everything. They always start ugly and disgusting, and then you spend 40 grand and they look beautiful. So if you're interested, always reach out, leave a comment below, send me an email at mzuber@onerental@a-time, and we'll get you on the list. We can talk and maybe set up time to go see some stuff. Subscriber growth was outstanding. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do believe it's many of you who have been sending it out on Instagram, which has been very helpful. I know a couple of folks who have 10 or 15,000 took a picture of my home screen and said, hey, I'm following this guy, join the party. And that's been very helpful. And I appreciate all of that. And if you haven't done that yet, please do it. It would be a great, great addition to helping grow this channel. And I would thank you very much. We have a couple of paid events in the next couple of weeks, which will be awesome. I think we're going to these with the intention of if we can pick up one or two things that might help us grow inventory, because as we said above, every deal is sold. That would be helpful. And if we can create things that would help the office that we're opening, because maybe we can find something that would help other teams grow in the office, that would be wonderful. And we will look for that. And then lastly, on the health side, I did injure myself. I don't know what I did. I'm just old. I hurt my rotator cuff, I think. Just, frustrating. So I've got to do something to keep moving and mobile, even if it's just walking. Got to do something because right now running is so painful. And then, of course, I've already admitted once, and I'll admit again, that my seafood diet is really dumb. And if I want to get serious about losing weight, I need to get after that and stop seeing food and eating it. So at the end, again, what are you going to do in the last 3 months? It's October 1st. You got 3 months left in 2019. Tell me what you're going to do. Leave it in the comments below. It'd be very helpful. And then lastly, if you have an Instagram following, take a picture of my homepage, send it out to your subscribers and say follow at One Rental at a Time on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. So with that, I want to thank you for watching these. I do owe you this second presentation, which I will record momentarily, and we will get after it. And again, I hope your September was successful, and I look forward to seeing what we do in October.